Hi guys, Chris here with Super Savvy Travelers. Hey, you may or may not know, if you follow me, that I've been taking a very deep dive into Italian olive oil lately because, I've been craving Italian food. I haven't been able to go over because of the COVID-19 thing, go to Italy. And when I cook here, my food is just not as good as it is in Italy. And I was like, oh, why? And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to take this time, on lockdown to figure out what the heck and then handle it. So I did. And then I came up with so much great information that I thought, oh, I'm going to share this with everybody. So I did come up with a product, and it is available on my Super Savvy Travelers website called The Foodie's Guide to Decoding Italian Olive Oil, which is awesome. But my point here is not to sell you that product. It's just to give you a little snippet of the information that I found, because I'm just bowled over by all the false data that's out there and all the weird mysteries and things like that. So I thought, maybe I'd take a few days and just answer a few questions here and there. So one of the questions I see the most really is, how do I know if my olive oil is good or bad? Now, there's a couple of answers to that question. First of all, you could have olive oil that's okay, but not bad, but it's just not the best, like the mass-produced ones, the ones that you see on the supermarket shelves, everywhere. I looked on the back of our olive oil, which I had used all the time. I'm like, oh, it seems like good olive oil. And I saw that the olives are sourced from several different areas. So they're not single sourced. And that's one thing you want to look for, is single source, meaning they're all grown in one area. They're all pressed in one area. The one that I saw had some olives from Spain. It had olives from Tunisia, Argentina, and God knows what you're getting. You really don't know. And you don't know how long they're sitting in vats, waiting to be pressed, or how long the oil's sitting in vats waiting to be bottled, and that sort of thing. So what I have here, we did in the product that I'm selling, we did a comparison of the five of the top ranking Italian olive oils on Amazon, and one of them was my favorite. This is Papa Vince. I don't know if you can see it. Papa Vince. Really, really, really good stuff. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, but there's only like an inch left. And it's one of the best olive oils ever. When I started tasting the difference in these olive oils, I'm like, wow. But if you notice on Papa Vince, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little label, and it tells you harvest date December 2019. So these olives were harvested and pressed in December 2019. So basically an olive oil will stay good, not rancid, for about 24 months after it was harvested. Now, if you don't have the harvest date on the bottle, you don't know when it was harvested. It may say bottled by, or on this date. It says used by, and some of the used by dates are like insane. They're way beyond, 24 months. So that's a good thing. And Papa Vince, we'll give it a plug because we love Papa Vince. And it has the harvest date on the bottle. And that's one of the things. Another thing is that sometimes, many times actually, a lot of people keep their olive oil for way too long and it goes rancid. And you don't really know that it does. Now here's a clue. If you smell your olive oil and it smells fruity, like a little too fruity, right? Chances are it's gone off. If it smells like manure, if it smells like glue, if it smells like anything other than fresh olivey scent, it's probably a little too old and you probably want to toss it. Okay. Again, if it's gone beyond the date on the bottle, just toss it, because the dates on the bottle many times are, pretty far out. Another question that was asked was, where do the best olive oils come from? And I'm biased, but I think they come from the Mediterranean, because that's where I love the food the most. They cook with it a lot. The olives just seem to love that area. Maybe it's the volcanic soil. Maybe it's the Mediterranean magic. I don't know what it is, but they come from Greece and Italy as far as I'm concerned. And for me, farther south of Italy and Sicily. Now this, Papa Vince is Sicilian, and the other ones we liked a lot were Sicilian and also unfiltered, because we thought, they have so much flavor. Anyway, we like those best, and we think that the best olive oils come from the Mediterranean regions, specifically farther south, down in southern Italy and Sicily. In northern Italy, they're good too, but they're different. They're lighter. They're a little more, less flavorful, less aroma. Good for cooking if you don't want it to get in the way of the flavor of the food. But if you want salads that just blow your head off, or even a pesto, like I have a pesto recipe here on YouTube. just blows your head right off your neck. It's incredible. So yeah, so those are some tips on how to find a good olive oil. What I would do is look around. You can go on Amazon, but Papa Vince is one of the best ones. There's another one called Lamicia from Calabria, which is very, very good. The other one we like is called Paisonol. It's also from Sicily, and it's also unfiltered. Some of the ones we like, there's one from Calabria called Exau, E-X-A-U. That's a very buttery olive oil. The unfiltered ones are very olivey, a little bitter, a little spicy, a little this, that. They're really good. But if you want one to cook with that tastes like butter, that's Exau for you. Anyway, lots and lots of tips. I could go on for days, but I wanted to give you a little bit of data on olive oils and that sort of thing. And like I said, just continue to follow me here. I'm going to give you more tips as the days go by. See you later. Bye.